Hey everyone, and welcome back to Joe at Work. I hope you're doing well. It's great to be with you again. Thanks for tuning in to just spend a few minutes with me and to continue to provide feedback and thoughts and move the conversation along. So, last time we talked about the fact that our workplaces are forming us, they're shaping us. They're not just passive actors, if you will, in our experience. Yes, we take into the workplace our gifts, our talents, our skills, but even though we take things into the workplace is acting upon us and is shaping us in its own way. And in today's vlog, I want to pause to reflect on what is your workplace turning you into, or at least trying to turn you into. Have you taken the time to just stop, pause, and reflect on what's going on when it comes to the workplace and what kind of person you might be becoming or you are becoming as a result of your workplace? Are you becoming somebody that's hurried? Are you becoming more impatient? An exercise to reflect on is to just sit back and maybe think and say, in the last 30 days, how have I changed? And can I really attribute that, maybe a change in a way that you're not proud of, possibly? And what about my workplace has contributed to that or have played a significant role in what I've become in this time frame? And conversely, you can also take a step back and reflect on what are some things you're proud of that you've become and that you could probably attribute to the workplace and it's acting on you and being in that social environment. You see, we cannot escape our workplace acting on us. Every workplace has a set of patterns and just enactments that it places upon each one of us as we go in every day. And we'll talk about maybe resisting if that's the right thing to do or heading in a different direction, as might be the case. But it is important to think about what the workplace is turning us into. And we may not even necessarily be aware of it. It might not be obvious to us until we pause to think. I know people who've gotten new jobs. They were very pleasant people, and then after 6 months, I met them, and they become irritable and just not as pleasant as they used to be. And that was probably they were now in a space, a new work environment that was teaching them new things, that was inviting them to new behaviors, and they were not even aware of necessarily how they were changing. So it's a question. I always like to end with a question. What is your workplace turning you into? How's it impacting your way of being? Have you stopped to reflect recently and think about what might be happening, what you're becoming? This might be some good things as well. It's not always bad. Some of us might be in great workplaces that are helping us become fuller and helping us to thrive. And that's what we want. But many of us may not be in those situations, but we will not know except we pause to reflect on what's happening. All right, that's it. That's the question. What's your workplace turning you into? See you next time. Be well. Bye.